this happened today. I'm not flicking you off. Relax. I'm not flicking you off. Right, but this happened today. I have a deep ass cut. And it happened today at work at Chipotle. And for those of you that don't know, I work back at Chipotle. I don't know why I keep going back to the motherfucker, but I do. And for those of you who also don't know, Chipotle is a Mexican restaurant. So today at work, I was cutting without a fucking cut glove because a dumb motherfucker decided they want to fucking play games and lose the only fucking cut glove that we have in the whole goddamn fucking restaurant, right? So I'm cutting, right? I'm cutting like chicken and steak, right? And now, mind you, right? I'm very nice with cutting. I'm very I'm sick with the shits, right? I don't mean to be cocky. I don't mean to be. Yeah, right. But I'm nice with this. I'm nice with the shits. So today, plus my cut sizes be on point. Just saying. Okay. All right. So I'm cutting, right, and as I'm cutting, I cut my skin, right, deep as shit. So I told my kitchen manager, who was on duty, and my kitchen manager called up the GM of the restaurant, which is the general manager. And she was basically like, hey, yo, my man's just cut himself. And this motherfucker said, oh, tell him to keep cutting. What, bitch? Fuck you. Fuck you. No. Cause let this cut on my finger be a tiny bit deeper, or God forbid, something I cut something the fuck off. Oh, I'm suing the shit out of Chipotle. I'm suing the fuck out of Chipotle. I promise you that. On moms. Right? I don't mess with that shit. I'm suing the shit out of Chipotle. And I know Chipotle got money. I know Chipotle got bands. Let this cut be a little bit deeper. I would have sued the shit out of you. Because we're supposed to, anytime you're dealing with a knife or cutting with a knife, you're supposed to have a cut glove at all fucking times. And how are you a restaurant and you only have one fucking cut glove? Really? That's what Dashi does that all the time. Oh man. The name title of this video: 13 scary zombie. What the fuck? Zombie deer videos. Again, what the fuck? Alright, so okay. What the fuck? What? Okay. Alright, well, here we go. Sup? Zo.
You probably think that deer are harmless, but many of them are carrying something that is causing them to waste away like zombies. The medical community is not sure how this is being spread yet. All they know is that it creates holes in the brain, and that one day it might somehow spread to us. Number 13.
Not me, because I have Adidas.
A YouTuber named Piso Mojado records this zombie deer as it mindlessly spins around in circles at a public parking lot in the middle of the day. After a while, it briefly stops and has what could be considered a brief moment of clarity.
You alright there, guy?
But then it falls over, gets up, and resumes its frantic pacing. It runs in a half circle and
oh my god! Oh my god! Bruh, I suggest you back the fuck up and you run ASAP. because this deer is on some shit. I feel like that's what a deer would do if a deer zombie was real. You know, I feel like that's. I feel like that's like the early stages of like a deer zombie. So I suggest you get the fuck up out of there before that deer bites you and you get infected, and now we got a fucking zombie or zombies living among us. Talking about some World War Z. We're talking about some what's that show called? I'm watching it right now on Netflix. Wow. Hold on. What's that show called? Fuck. Oh, The Walking Dead. You know, I don't know why I'm just not watching that show, but I fucking love it. But I'm not trying to have no zombies. You got it.
Camera, but then it falls again and starts flailing wildly on the ground instead. The zombie deer seems dazed when it gets up a third time, like something has permanently changed in its mind. It calmly stumbles forward with a blank look in its eyes and drool falling from its mouth.
Yeah, he's foamed at the mouth.
Watching this video, it's hard to tell if this deer has CWD or rabies like the uploader claims. The two share many common symptoms such as drooling, disorientation, and aggression, so we may never know for sure. Either way, this man is lucky this deer decided to run away at the last moment instead of continuing its slow and steady charge in his direction. Number 12. This Snapchat video was taken at a school in Estherville, Iowa. You can see a deer standing outside looking very confused before it suddenly tries to get in without warning. Clearly, the zombie deer wants to get inside however it can, searching around the sides of the glass for an opening, before giving up and resuming its confused vegetative state. Those inside are lucky that this deer is too small to break the glass. If this was a full-grown deer running at them, things could have been much different.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully, they contacted animal control and thoroughly disinfected this door before letting anyone touch it. Number 11.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
A Facebook user sees this mutant deer outside of his house in the middle of the night and immediately begins recording. The deer is covered in strange growths and appears to...
I'm gonna just go back for a little bit because it's late, and you know sometimes, if it's late enough and if I'm tired enough, because I am tired, right? Sometimes if it's late enough and I'm tired enough that I may be hearing shit that may not, be like, I may not hear what I thought I heard, or I may not have heard what I thought I heard. So I just want to go back a little bit. You're just gonna run it back just a little bit, right? Hold on.
A Facebook user sees this mutant deer outside of his house in the middle of the night and immediately begins recording.
Oh no, yeah. That's what I thought I heard. So fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You fucking fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Why is that your first instinct? Why is that your first anything? You see an animal that is clearly mutated or experimented with, or that's clearly a zombie, and your first instinct isn't to haul ass, isn't to run, isn't to be like, what the fuck is that? I should probably get the hell out of here. No, your first instinct is to fucking start recording and get within fucking inches of that thing. That's not a deer no more. I don't know what the fuck it is. But your first instinct is to record. That's what we doing. That's not what I'm doing, but that's what we doing now. Huh? That's what we doing.
Deer is covered in strange growths and appears to have lost all fear of humans. One of his friends gets close and tries to feed the deer by hand, which I think is a bad idea because CWD could possibly be spread through saliva for all we know.
Oh my god.
The deer appears to be curious and actually considers eating from his hand before deciding to feast on the grass instead. Grass is not its preferred food choice, so I think this deer might be covered in growths and starving, but not necessarily has CWD. I've also never seen a deer with CWD eat before. That still doesn't explain why it comes alarmingly close to both of them though, so maybe this deer does have CWD after all. Number 10. A mother deer aimlessly walks in circles while its young grazes nearby. You can tell that one of her fawn senses that something is deeply wrong with its mother at the 1 minute 23 second mark, but it can't tell exactly what the problem is.
What you mean? Like, I would have, if I was like what do you call those things? Like what do you call a baby deer? Is it? I don't know if it's called Bambi. Hold on. What do you call a baby deer?
Okay, I found this on the web for what do you call a baby deer.
You can't just fucking say it. Fucking you. Fuck you, Siri. So, I don't know what you exactly would call a baby deer. So, if I was one of the babies, I would have been like, if I was eating some shit and I noticed my mom doing some weird, sus, paranormal shit, I would have been like, I'm over here eating, right? I really don't know how deers eat, so this is probably racist. Hey, Mom. What's up? You good? Hey, Mom. Is you good? See, you got it. I'm out. Deuces. Hey, you coming? Oh, see, now you on some weird shit. Okay, nope. Fuck both of y'all bitches. I'm out. I was trying to imitate how a deer. Okay.
Judging from the deer's high steps and low grass, it seems to have some sort of neurological problem, most likely CWD. According to the uploader, the mother deer wandered over to a nearby creek and fell into the water. She was unable to lift her neck out of the shallow water and passed away. They have been leaving some corn for the fawn to survive on. Hopefully they do not get CWD as well. Number 9. This old VHS video marks one of the earliest documented cases of CWD amongst the deer population. Notice how these signs could easily be mistaken for rabies or something similar.
They were staggering and drooling. They showed signs of extreme thirst. Their ears drooped and their coats were rough.
This deer appears to be in the late stages of CWD, at which point it becomes too incapacitated to...
I feel... What the fuck is that shit? I've never seen an animal like that. That it looks like a a deer mixed with some shit. But yo, that thing right there looks like that thing is eyeballing. Hold on, I fucking itch. But yeah, that thing right there is like fucking staring that cameraman down talking about something. I had to blink. I'm sorry. But look how this motherfucker is just staring at the cameraman down. Like, god damn.
Walk in circles. Instead, they stand with their legs spread very far apart and stare without blinking. This poor animal appears to be completely vacant and not panicking like many of the others on this list. It's the end of a long journey. Its brain is likely too far gone to feel any discomfort at all. Number 8. Steve Beltran sees an infected deer on his street and begins recording this brief 10-second video as proof. The poor deer looks to be in a total panic as it spins in place, completely oblivious to Steve and his camera. Maybe it's just me, but Steve seems to be standing way too close here. The zombie deer could accidentally stumble over and fall on him. All I'm saying is I definitely wouldn't want to come into close physical contact with anything that's been infected, especially with CWD. Number 7. A YouTuber named ChawGuy7 is hanging out at a creek when a mangy lone deer comes wandering up to them. I can't tell for sure, but I think it makes two strange noises that I have never heard come from a deer before. The deer calmly walks past them without any fear and goes to the river but does not drink. Eventually it turns towards them and gives him a cold blank stare. There seems to be no life or thought behind its eyes as it holds him in its gaze. Long strands of drool hang from its lips, indicating possible CWD. Obviously this creature is thirsty, but at the same time it lacks the cognitive facilities needed to take a drink.
Yeah, the motherfucker looks thirsty, hungry, and ready to fuck somebody up. All I'm saying is, I believe there's two motherfuckers ready to be fucked. No condom necessary. You feel me? You got the motherfucker that had his hand out talking about something. Come to me. Right, and then you got the camera person. So, I mean, fuck. CWB? I've never even heard about that shit. I really hope that shit does not affect humans. Because if it does, we are all fucked.
Smart enough to find a water.
Not me. Because I got, Adidas 10,000s. Just saying.
Yet far too gone to quench its thirst. Hopefully this was reported to Animal Wildlife Control so they could help the deer. Number 6. This deer is being tested for CWD by the Wyoming Game and Fish Department. Researchers take tissue and fluid samples, including removing its tonsils. By the end of it all, they are practically drenched in potentially hazardous materials. Their goal is to measure the effects of CWD within the deer population, but some commenters believe these researchers are going to be the first ones to get contaminated themselves.
Yeah.
You can see them taking a sample without wearing gloves, and their hands are stained in red. I do think they should at least use gloves, but then again, these are trained professionals, and I guess they are not required to do so by law.
What? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Fucking noise. But yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If you're dealing with, what he say, CWB, right, and you're taking fucking samples from a deer or anything or anyone that has CWB, why would you not wear gloves? I don't really know how to say that. Like, especially if you're dealing with CWB, like, you should be wearing gloves. I mean, come on. Fuck. Fuck.
Any cuts on their hands, so I guess they could be fine.
No.
Theoretically speaking, at least. Still, considering we don't know how CWD is spread, it seems like a big gamble to take.
All of them bitches right there right here are going to be the first ones or one of the first people to be infected because they're not wearing no fucking mask. They're not protecting their fucking eyes. They ain't got no gloves on. They just raw. They raw in it. They are all raw in it. They going in raw. Y'all don't know how this shit works. Y'all don't know how fucking CWB works. Is that what it said? CWB? Isn't that a channel? Isn't that a TV network? CWB? Or CW? Something like that. I don't know. But I guarantee you, these are going to be like one of the first few people to get infected because they out here doing some dumb shit. At least wear gloves. At least. But you're not, so I feel like y'all gonna infect the rest of the fucking human population. Why did I say it like that?
Let me know if you think this could be a problem or not for the speed.
Hell yes.
Invasive cognitions. Number 5. This young fawn has contracted an illness that is most likely CWD. It alters between standing paralyzed in place and spinning in circles, its neck rotating wildly all the while.
Damn.
At times it looks like its neck is going to snap, like here for instance. Maybe it is even trying to put itself out of its own misery. One thing that's strange is that this deer seems to prefer standing in areas with sunlight. Whether or not this sunlight-seeking behavior is based on instinct or actually provides some sense of relief is hard to tell for sure. Number 4. This strange deer keeps repeatedly wandering into the yard of a YouTuber named Free Tickies. It seems to be without a herd, so at first Free Tickies suspects that it could be someone's pet, which is not all that uncommon of an occurrence where he lives in Kentucky.
What the well, I'm gonna go ahead and stay the hell away from Kentucky, cause I did not know you can have a fucking deer as a pet, bro. Like that deer alone right here. This one looks like he looks strong as shit. Like he low-key look like he on some steroids. Like I feel like if that deer come at you head on, you done for. Just saying. You know, like that deer looks strong as fuck. And them antlers. Is that what they're called? Antlers, the little thing. But yeah, that deer looks strong as fuck. He come at you head on, you done.
After a minute or so, it becomes evident that this deer is sick with something quite serious. Watch here and you'll see how the deer looks disoriented enough to walk up to another neighbor's house. I have little doubt that it would have wandered straight through the front door if it was open, potentially contaminating the entire inside. The YouTuber says that he called the local wildlife authorities and reported the deer shortly after recording this 2-minute video. I think he keeps a respectful distance for the most part and appears to be safe from any potential contamination. As for the deer, it sadly had to be put down by government officials after it kept walking onto the nearby Route 8 highway. Number 3. This deer looks like it could be fine except it's walking in circles with its tongue hanging out without a clue of its surroundings. A telltale sign of CWD. The person recording thinks this could be the work of hunters, but I disagree. Watch this part and tell me what you really think happened.
Oh yeah, I might have got shot.
The deer circles in place for well over a minute and then silently walks out to a nearby field. The way it is walking here makes me think that this is the result of something to do with the brain. The animal is so out of it that it looks ready to walk through the front door of a nearby home. Perhaps this exact scenario is precisely how it will one day spread to humans. I really hope this incident was reported to the proper wildlife agency for further investigation. Number 2. This Michigan research station keeps track of the local deer population. The only way to check for CWD is to look at the brain, so this means
most cases, the head will then be collected, tagged, and sent to the disease lab, where they will be tested for CWD.
Basically, there are buildings full of frozen deer heads sitting on display waiting to be tested. Notice how the workers are not fully covered from head to toe biohazard gear. I'm not an expert on CWD by any means, but I would feel a lot better about the situation if they were wearing gear that covers their entire head.
Yeah.
Seeing all that exposed skin while working around potentially infected deer heads seems like the perfect opportunity for it to spread to humans. Let me know if you agree, or am I just overreacting? Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillin'.
So it's CWD, not CWE. Okay. I mean, I told you I'm tired, and it's late, so it's like, yeah. But CWD, that's, oh my God. I really hope. Oh my God, bro. CWD. Oh.
This way, you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. This deer appears to have a massive growth that has taken over the entire right side of its head. I was thinking that this could possibly even be exposed brain, but I doubt it would still be alive if that were truly the case. Either way, the deer appears to be very much alive and not in a vegetative state, which suggests that this is just a growth. But then again, maybe it's going through the early stages of CWD and still has some brain function. The quiet wild animal seems to be completely unafraid of the camera and makes no attempts to get away. Based on its lack of a reaction, I would say this specimen is halfway through becoming an actual zombie deer. These leaked videos keep surfacing all over the internet, despite allegations of repeated attempts of keeping their stories hidden. Let's analyze these videos together and sort out the rumors from the facts.
Yo, this is my first time hearing about CWD, and clip number 1 with like the motherfucker's brain out. That shit look real as fuck. I don't see. So this is my first time hearing about. I'm gonna do my research on CWD, because if this shit is real, and these are like CW, I don't even know what CWD stands for. He probably said it in the video, but I'm too tired to like understand, like, yeah, you know, to absorb all of this shit. But so I don't know if it, man, this shit, if this shit is real, if CWD is real and it's like low key a zombie shit, hey, every person, I'm not with the shit, like, for real. Hey, CWD, where the fuck you come from? Like, you need to go back where the hell you came from. In all due disrespects. Because right now, it's only in, well, as far as I can tell, it's only in deers. I mean, but who knows? You know, where this shit has spread it. It could have spread it to other animals. It could have spread it to possibly a human. Excuse me, I farted. Possibly a human. I don't know. We don't. But let me find out a motherfucking human got fucking CWD because he was doing some dumb shit to, or he was doing some dumb shit and he got the shit. And now that motherfucker passed it on to somebody else. Pass it on. Let me find out a motherfucking human got CWD. It's over. It's a wrap. Cause we gonna have motherfucking zombies out the ass. CWD, You better, hey, get the fuck up out of here, for real. I don't got time for you. Shit. CWD. Man. And why is it only in deers? Or, like, why did it stop in deers? And I feel like humans, or a human, is going to end up getting the shit if we don't already know how to maintain or control this disease. Then I feel like this shit is going to get out of hand, or worse, somebody is going to end up doing some dumb shit, like we saw in one of the videos where it was like a lot of motherfuckers around one or two deers, and they didn't have no fucking mask on, they didn't have nothing covering up their eyes or the skin, they didn't have no gloves on, they was just fucking raw in it. Like, bro, yo, I'm telling you, if I find out a motherfucking human has CWD, that's it. Cause I don't know. I'm gonna seriously do my research, because if this shit travel fast and a motherfucking human gets that, I don't know what else is, like, every person for themselves. Fuck this. Fuck all of this. Yo, can you imagine? Just like just think about it. Like, zombies living among us. Like, that's fucking wild. CWD, god damn. This shit better not be, man, if this shit is real, and it looks like it is, I really hope we are trying our best to try to maintain or control this fucking disease. Because if this shit gets out of hand, and a motherfucking human gets this shit, we are all fucked. I keep saying we, not me, because I have Adidas. But just saying, I mean, if you have Adidas too, then you good. But then what about everybody else? You know, not everybody has Adidas. It'd be nice, but not everybody does. But this shit, man, we better dead ass, we better control this shit. I'm not trying to have no fucking outbreak. CW. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family.